Hey guys, David Belmont from Tech on Target. I'm going to go over the quick 4 points of contact you should have when you are handling an AR platform rifle or AR pistol. So step number 1, you are going to want to maintain good contact with your pistol grip. So for those of you who have shot pistols before or heard me say it, I live by the get as high up on your firearm as possible method. That means get your hand as high up into the backstrap of your pistol grip as you can and maintain good purchase there. So that's your first placement. Your second placement is going to be good purchase on the handguard. So it's not always as far out as you can go. I know the C-clamp is super popular where people are fully extended out and over, and that works for some people. It doesn't work for me. If it works for you, great. But long story short, I have long arms and a short torso. So for me, especially if I'm shooting a 10.5-inch barrel like this, I have to back it up a little bit and I have a little bit of a bend in my arm. I think that's kind of the new accepted strategy there. Gives you a little bit more stable base, more mobility, more control over your firearm. So that's my personal preference, especially when you start transitioning targets. You can use this arm to push or to pull the rifle onto target. So point number 1 is pistol grip. Point number 2 is out on the handguard. Pet peeve of mine, if you have a forward grip on your firearm, this is probably not how you want to be using it. I'm not saying that it can't be used that way, but if you think about it, balancing a bottle on your hand versus wrapping your hand around the bottle, which one's going to be a little bit more stable? So do I balance it on am I balancing it, or am I wrapping my hand all the way around it? This is going to give you a little bit more control and allow you to fight against muzzle rise. So point number 1, point number 2. Point number 3 is actually the trickiest before I get into point number 4. You've heard people say shouldering a rifle, right? A lot of people seem to think that means shouldering a rifle, and that's not correct. What you're actually looking to do is you are looking to get the rifle contained in your pocket. So if you put your hand here and you roll your shoulder forward, you should feel your pectoral and your shoulder muscles coming together to create a shelf right in there. It doesn't matter how in shape you are, anything like that, everyone has it. And so what you're actually looking to do is more have your rifle just off center, off to the upper side of your pectoral. For me, it's my left pectoral. For all you righty shooters out there, it's going to be up off of the top of your right pectoral. And as you maintain your good pistol grip and your good foregrip here, you're going to go ahead and bring that back in and then roll your shoulder into it. And what you'll do is you will find there is a little pouch of muscle and you will have no bone contact. It's incredibly stable. It won't roll around at all. If you're feeling it roll around, you're probably too high up on your collarbone, you're too far to the outside and you're on your shoulder bone, or you're too far to the inside and you're hitting your sternum. So there is kind of a sweet spot in there. You'll have to play around with it a little bit on your own to go ahead and find out where that is. And bodies are different. If you'll notice, I'm a little further out on my right side than I would be on my left side, and that's just because my pectorals are slightly different sizes. But anyways, long story short, that's your third point of contact, is getting that pocket of muscle back here. The goal is to not have stock on bone contact. So pull that back into your muscle a little bit there. Find that pocket. Those are your 3 points. Now your fourth point of contact is one of the most important, and that's what's known as the cheek weld. So if you think about it, we're creating a box around the firearm. We have pressure coming back towards us with this hand. We have pressure keeping it vertical with this hand. We've got the backstop keeping it from going any further, which is the pocket into our shoulder. And then the last bit is our cheek weld. And so all that will be is just dropping your face down into the stock of your firearm. And as you'll see, my cheek is bunching up on it. And at this point, I can actually maintain and fire the firearm without this hand. It's a little more tiring, but you can if you had to. You see this all the time in the movies. You're dragging something, you're opening a door, you're maintaining a flashlight, doing something with this hand. You need to be able to shoot, maintain, and hold the rifle steady from this position. Now, this hand makes it way easier, and you can use this to pull it back into the pocket you've created inside, in between your pectoral and your shoulder muscles. So those are the 4 points of contact. Pistol, handguard, pull it back in, find the pocket inside of your chest, shoulder, and pectoral, and then bring down and get that good cheek weld there. When you have all those pieces in place, 223, 556, they are not going to recoil much at all. Your body will absorb it all. You'll find you're staying on target better, lets you shoot faster and shoot from a more stable platform. So So those are just my quick tips on how to properly grip an AR platform rifle or pistol. Hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, be sure to check us out. We have a website, techontarget.com. We're also on Instagram and Facebook. And also, be sure to check out our October 3rd rifle class, Modern Defensive Rifle 1. Sign-ups close October 2nd at 10 p.m. So be sure to get a slot. There's actually a raffle right now. You can win some ammo and possibly some 80% lowers and a bunch of other cool stuff. So anyways, guys, as always, hope to see you on the range and stay on target.